right, so we are back. We're here at the local junkyard, also known as the local Chevrolet dealership. What's up, guys? So we are on our way to a 2024 Chevy 2500. It's a diesel, and it seems to be suffering from the fuel pump module issue that's common on the GM trucks, although this is one of the first few that I've encountered that seems to be encountering the same issue as the gas trucks have been having with the fuel pump modules, because he says it cranks but doesn't start. So assuming it's a fuel pump module type issue. Hey, take care, bud. Thank you, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. So this is it, huh?
This is it.
That sucks. It's a pretty truck. I like that color.
Yeah.
So it just cranks and cranks but doesn't start, huh?
Right.
I've seen a lot of these trucks with that issue. Is it? It's column shift. Okay. Well, at least it's column shift, so it'll go into neutral. That's what sucks about like when this happens with the gas trucks, and it's like the electric shifters. You can't put them into neutral.
Oh,
these
electric shift? Yeah.
Well, now they have this it's like on the column, not on the column, on the center console, and you can't get into neutral unless it shifts.
What do we need to do?
I can probably grab it no farther than what I'm going. I normally don't like to haul these backwards, but I can.
Well, don't. You can't. You'd have to pull it up on the back.
Yeah.
We can get it out in the road. I would imagine. I've got a pretty good slope.
Yeah, no, that's what I was kind of looking at. If you want to try to steer it, I'll try to push you back, give you a little help down. If you want to try to, if you can just get it, really just, it doesn't got to be perfect. If you can just get it down where I can get to the front end of it, that'll work. I can always kind of steer it up if I got to. You can probably, you probably don't have to try to start it if you keep your foot off the brake and you hold the.
I'm not gonna try to start it. It's been cranked on enough.
Yeah. I say if you keep your foot off the brake and there it goes. If you keep your foot off the brake and just hold it, it'll eventually go into run mode.
Yep. Waiting on the light to turn green.
There it goes. There it goes. Cool. There we go. That'll make it easier. Anywhere in there I can get it. All right. Really don't like hauling these trucks backwards for a number of reasons. So these trucks, obviously, pretty nose heavy when you put them backwards, and no further than what we're going, it'll probably work. Plus this one has a tonneau cover. The fuel doors like to flip open. So, number of reasons I don't like towing these backwards, but yeah, you just throw it right there on the seat. I'll grab it in a second. Have you talked to the dealership to let them know it's coming, or?
Yep.
Anybody in particular?
I went through GM,
through the
roadside.
OnStar or whatever.
It's only got 4,000 miles on it.
That's wild. That's pretty common, unfortunately. I said this is one of the first. I think I've towed one other diesel. Other than that, the gas trucks have been plagued with this problem for a few years now. I don't know if they've started putting the same fuel pump module in the diesels or what.
don't know, man.
But it ain't good the money you go and spend on these things.
Yeah. Every time I want to try to sell that thing, this thing goes in the shop.
Yeah, and that one still probably runs like a top, huh?
300,000 miles.
Which motor's that in that one? 7.3. Yeah, you ain't gonna kill that one. This wheel's turn to be easier to get to it from the back. Do need to snap some pictures before I get ahead of myself here. Pretty truck. I love this gray color. Was there a particular service advisor or anybody over there I need to ask for? Evan? Okay.
Yep.
Straighten that wheel up a little bit.
Yeah, I tried to straighten that thing out.
Yeah, no, they're kind of.
I turned it off.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easier just to winch it up a little bit and it'll steer a lot easier once it gets up on the bed. Might have to do that. Yeah. Let me,
You want me to try to turn it while you go up with it?
No, I don't. Once it gets up on the bed there, once it's off the concrete, it'll go a lot easier.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. I think the parking brake's set.
Huh?
Is the parking brake set?
I don't think so.
No. It just seemed like it was heavy.
Recognizing that remote.
The key fob?
It wasn't doing that a while ago.
Really? There we go. Get her.
I pulled the battery cables off of it, thinking it would reset it.
Reset it or something. Yeah. I've towed a few of them that didn't. Some of them throw like a fuel pressure code, some of them don't. It's weird. I don't know if it's the same on these trucks or not. I know on the gas trucks, there's a module on the side of the frame. I dropped off one of the, yeah, it's this right here. I think it's these right here. So on the little box right there. I dropped off one of the AT4X's, like the the real expensive one. Did the same thing in the middle of the road though, and I took it to Don Davis, dropped it off, and literally no sooner that I got it off the bed, the mechanic rolls under there with one of the little electric ratchets and a new module, swapped it out, and before I had my chains and everything rolled up, he drove it off.
So I'm on one of the pages.
Yeah.
And
fuel pump control module is what it is on the gas trucks. I'm assuming it's probably called something similar on the diesels.
automatic transmission?
Yeah, he's got an Allison in him. Just about all the medium duty trucks now have Allisons. I don't even think they hardly even make a truck nowadays with a standard in them. Not in the medium duty trucks anyways. Even most of the heavy duty trucks are going to an automatic. I would love something like this with a standard in it. They just don't make them no more.
I thought you probably have to go to the work truck model if you can get a standard.
Yeah.
If they even think.
I don't think they're hardly anything's getting a standard in them now. It's been a while back. I got one of the Jeep Gladiators.
Yeah.
And to get I wanted a standard, and nobody down here had one or would get one. This is back in 22 when they still had the kind of the tail end of the new car shortage. And I ended up having to go all the way to Missouri to get one with a standard in it.
Damn.
So I didn't want that. I got a Gladiator when they first came out in 20, and I got the automatic because I wanted the good axles and everything, but I didn't want to pay for a Rubicon because I didn't need it. Well, then they came out with the Mojave a few years later, and to get the standard and the good axles and everything, I had to get the Mojave. And so the last one I settled on, I got the automatic, and I absolutely hated it off-road. So this time I was like, I'm getting a standard no matter what. Ended up having to go out of state to get it.
Hopefully they can figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure it's that module. I said if it's like the gas trucks, it's right there on the side of the frame. And he looked at mechanic that one day. He rolled under there with a new module and an electric ratchet, swapped it out and fired it right up. I know for the gas trucks.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm sure if you run that part number, it'll probably tell you whatever it is.
It's got a QR code on it.
Yeah. You can. I know the gas.
Try to get it for you.
I know the gas trucks. You can buy them modules for like $100 off Amazon.
Well, we'll see how long GM takes to get one if that's what it is.
Well, I know I've towed a couple of them, and they. I guess they didn't have the parts in stock, and they couldn't get them super quick. And then I've had some where they were in stock already, and they just literally just about the same day they had them fixed. As long as they get it running.
But that GM roadside assistance.
Yeah.
And I called them up, and they said, well, you got to go through this link. I said, I don't want to go through the link. I want to talk to somebody.
Right.
Every time they switch me over to somebody and hang up.
That sounds about right. Unfortunately, it's always a hassle dealing with, because most of the time they're on the other side of the world. They don't know where you're at. They don't care. They don't care if you're in a bind or not.
Yeah. Then when it said where I was, and it said 112.
Right.
Across the street.
Yeah. They want to use GPS to try to ping a location where you're at. So.
All right, man.
All right. I will get her hauled over there for you.
What's your name?
Dustin.
Justin. Okay.
Nice to meet you. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day. Yeah, it's right in my pocket. So, all right. We are gonna haul this thing over to the dealership. And this is a 2024 with 4,400 miles on it. 4,400 miles. And it's a 2,500 diesel. I don't even want to think about how much money one of them trucks costs. Because diesel trucks, I mean trucks in general, vehicles in general, are expensive. But a 3/4 ton diesel, it's a pretty penny. You pay that much money, hoping to have some peace of mind, you know, and then it goes and acts up like this. Thankfully, this particular case, it was in his driveway, not out on the side of the road somewhere. Like, you know, a few of them that I've towed. I don't know what the problem is with GM nowadays. They know there's a problem. They just won't issue a recall for it. They can't find a fix and issue a recall for it. They're gonna keep putting people in a bind, you know, straining them, you know, here, there, and yonder. Now it's affecting the diesel trucks. It was for a while where the diesels were pretty solid, you know, like they didn't really have these issues. Now it's affecting the diesels. I don't know if they put the same modules or what, but that's not good, you know. So anyways, we're gonna haul this thing over to the dealership, get it dropped off, and we will be back over there. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, so we are back. We're here at the local junkyard, also known as the local Chevrolet dealership. There's a junkyard in every town, seems like. There's a couple around here. Another one right across the street where you can go buy a $100,000 piece of garbage just like this. All right. Let's get her back into neutral. Foot off the brake. Hold the power button until it wakes up. Neutral. And we'll straighten up the wheel. Where's the key? It stands right here. Step on brake. Foot is on the brake. There it goes. Parking brake released. Let her roll on down. You don't want it? Well, you got it. Do what? Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was Evans.
They usually work with Evans.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Brand new 2024, 4,400 miles.
He was just in here for an oil change and recall.
That sucks. You need to get by?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Barely make it. Let's get my hooks off of it here. Rather than free spooling it, I'm just gonna use my remotes. There's just in here for an oil change and recalls, and now it doesn't start. Cable in a little bit. My bed rolled up. All right, we got this thing dropped off. Got a about perfect in the parking spot there. I get to work on this thing now and figure out what's going on with it. So this thing it's a 2024. It's got, wake it back up. I don't know if you can see right there, it's 4,400 miles. Around on the other side here. 4,400 miles. And it's already broke down. Not cool, GM, not cool.